A local doctor charged with involuntary manslaughter is still practicing medicine in the South Bay. And despite the serious allegation against him, his medical license was just renewed. CBS 8's Steve Price has the latest on this case and is working for you, looking into the system that keeps important information hidden from other patients.
Dr. Carlos Chacon, the owner of Divino Plastic Surgery, is currently facing a charge of involuntary manslaughter because one of his patients died after surgery.
The state's medical board says he committed repeated negligent acts, but he still has his license, and he doesn't have to tell future patients that he's currently facing criminal charges.
Megan Espinoza came to Divino in December of 2018 to have breast augmentation surgery. She was given anesthesia without a licensed anesthesiologist at the facility. According to legal documents, she became pulseless and suffered sudden cardiac arrest. Dr. Chacon started CPR, but Megan remained unconscious. Instead of calling 911, he called two anesthesiologists for advice. But according to the documents, he concealed from each anesthesiologist pertinent facts, including that patient A was comatose and suffered cardiac arrest. Finally, more than 3 hours after Megan's surgery took a horrific turn, the clinic called 911. Megan never regained consciousness and later died at the hospital.
That's outrageous.
Carmen Balber is very familiar with this case. As executive director of Consumer Watchdog, she works to improve patient safety.
Patients should not have to fear that the doctor they're going to see, whose record looks clean, is in fact a threat to their safety.
So, working for you, we asked Carmen how a patient can research their doctor's history. Unfortunately, current state laws are not on your side. Carmen says doctors are not required to tell patients if they're facing criminal charges for causing medical harm. And it can take years for the state medical board to complete an investigation, meaning the doctor can keep practicing medicine with no marks on their record.
Californians should have the right to know if their doctor is currently under investigation for causing the death of another patient, for sexual misconduct with a patient, for causing serious lifelong harm, and we don't have that right.
This past summer, 3.5 years after Megan's death, the Accreditation Association for Ambulatory Healthcare revoked Divino's accreditation, meaning they can no longer do any surgeries that require anesthesia. But Divino's website still lists several procedures that require anesthesia. CBS 8 reached out to the clinic and Dr. Chacon's lawyers, but they did not respond to our request for comment. Meanwhile, Dr. Chacon still has his medical license. In fact, it was just recently renewed for another 2 years. His preliminary hearing on the involuntary manslaughter charge is scheduled for March. Megan's family is also suing for civil damages and appears close to finalizing a $1 million settlement. In Bonita, Steve Price, CBS 8.
Thanks so much, Steve. And don't forget, here at CBS 8, we are working for you. If there's something you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com.